Welcome to preliminary final week. This is the first training session, a light training session, just fundamentals, a little bit of line work, a little bit of match sim. A couple of players weren't there. Isaac Quaynor wasn't there. Perryman wasn't there either, but not thinking too much about that because it is only Tuesday and only the first session. Lots of run-throughs by Pendles and Maynard, just getting those runs into the legs. Nothing to be concerned about. Brody Mihocek trained all session, and he looked good. He didn't look impeded by that foot injury, so the time off really helped him. We'll wait for that injury report, but I don't think anything of it. McStay was training with in the white jersey again. Won't think anything of that yet until tomorrow when it's the bigger main training session, and then obviously the captain's run on Friday. Sort of get before the corporates sort of get in, right? Yeah. Jeremy Howe got through training unscathed, and so did Bobby Hill. We'll talk a little bit more about Bobby Hill a little bit later on during the match sim. But as for all the fundamentals and stuff, everyone was up and about. It was a pretty decent turnout by the Collingwood Army. Not a big turnout, it'll probably be bigger Wednesday on the main training session. But everyone looked really, really good and really, really keen. Well, I was for the grand final, I know it's a ballot and stuff, but I was obviously a Legends member. Because it was such a light training session and not really much was happening, there wasn't anyone that really stood out and made me go, oh, hang on a second, maybe they're, X, Y, and Z. But I thought Jordan DeGoey had a really good session, and Tim Membry was just competing for everything. Looks like, I know I use this term a lot, but looks like a man possessed. I've met him once. I'm feeling like it will. Like that Adelaide game was absolutely huge. Like everything looked like it started to work finally. Yeah. And he
bleeding goals everywhere.
Speaking of. So when we do play against Brisbane on Saturday, it'll be our first game it'll be one game in 30 days or something crazy like that. So this training session was nice to just get the kilometres in the legs. I think this one was called Frampton Fast Play because they name all of their drills and stuff like this, and I haven't seen that before. So the old Frampton Fast Play. You see Geordie there having a little bit of a stretch on Markov. Every morning. So now we're getting into match sim. A couple of things that I observed during match sim was Noah Howes, our mid-season draftee, the forward, went into the back line for a little bit, so they could be trialling something with that. I'm not too sure, but it makes sense because we are lacking in that department. Dan McStay was marking, and you just saw one there, everything that was coming towards him. I thought they were using Bobby Hill a lot, and you just see him on screen now. Whenever they could, they were sort of going to him and getting to him. And I guess it's just to show that can he stand up to the sort of, I say rigors in quotation marks, so it's not that insane of a training session, but he was doing some really nice things, and seeing, here he is again, just seeing if we can pick him on Thursday night. We finished with a lot of goal kicking. It was very, very, very windy, so I wouldn't put too much emphasis on the goal kicking and how much we were missing. But I'll leave you with the rest of the sounds from training. If you like this, share it to a Collingwood supporter. We're nearly at 13,000 subs. Got a couple of exciting things planned, changing the way I do memberships and stuff like that, so keep an eye out for that. But until the next session or the next video, I love ya. I'll swoop you later.